When did you guys first meet?
When we were 5.
That long ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our relationship has kind of gone through different cycles, you know, as we've changed and went to different schools and things like that. And didn't really. We kind of had some different interests for a while, but I guess we've sort of been doing this for a few years, and since we started doing this, it kind of brought us back together pretty tightly.
Just thinking about how I went through phases through junior high and high school and all that, you know, all the different music that you get into and everything.
Well, I mean, before we started playing, I guess we all had different phases, and we still do slightly, but they're more like, you know, closely orbiting. It's kind of a similar thing, a similar area. I guess since we started playing together, we've sort of been focusing a little bit, or just listening a little bit more to, well, not listening, but I mean, I guess like performing music that's more like a, you know, somewhat traditional based or something like that. But I mean, before that, we both went through a whole bunch of different cycles and different scenes, different things we were into.
What do you think was the breakthrough that there had to have been a point where like this is what works, this is our thing? At what point was that?
Well, I don't know. I think that's constantly being redefined by us as well. But I think that it was more around like the beginning when we started playing like in this form together. When we started playing shows and thought about adding other members. How I think that we wanted to define our music. Unintentionally, it kind of came about that it was with just us two in the form like, you know, that we still are now. It was like 2002 around then. And I think it's more like to try to keep it as honest and like emotionally raw as possible.
Your first album came out on Live Records, and your next 2 releases were on Saddle Creek. I was curious about your experience with labels and how that all pans out for you guys.
Well, Alive was just, I mean, they were nice folks who took interest in us at first before anyone else really did. Put out our first record, and I don't know, they were like good to us at the time, but we kind of, I guess, wanted to put out something with a little bit of a larger label, you know, that would kind of distribute it a little bit wider and hopefully internationally, and they didn't really do that. They didn't have the means to go but distribute it too far.
And it just seemed like Saddle Creek just seemed to fit a lot more than some of the other labels that we had been approached by at the time. I mean, it was just like much more grounded and down to earth and kind of our pace. Some of these other labels were a little more official, a little more business, a little more kind of like going through like the cliche like modes of like trying to court us into like being part of the label, to where like Saddle Creek was just very like honest and kind of like grounded. So it was that, and on top of it, like, you know, on the business side of things too, is that they're very giving to the artist in the sense of that they are very hands off. Kind of gives the artist a little bit more of like I think a sense of confidence that the label will support them without any strings attached.
Right on.
To where like some of these other labels was a lot more of, you know, enslavement to a certain extent.
Right on. That was Two Gallants, and I'm Travis Lou Wave Scorks for BRIDGERACK. Our love washes over.